Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Volunteers will kick it away and start us off. Bringing it out, it's Delgado. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Has the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Powerful running here. Running right through tacklers. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Getting set. Here's second down. Sticking with the running game. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Davis. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, it gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. They're going to run it here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. The ball has come to the line in the hurry up. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Second down.
Important second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. This should be the last play of the quarter. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open, and just has to throw it away. So off the incompletion, it sets up at 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the 1st down.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Vols come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Looking to throw again. He breaks free. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Grab made by the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the... He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looks so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looks like he's going to run it. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. 4th down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. Escapes. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
The Gators offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here. Minimum gain brought down short of the marker. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the quarterback dropping back. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's tackled after the catch. No huddle here for the offense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He lets it go on the move. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Pressure is coming. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. His pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half was a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. It's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is textbook defensive route play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. The pass rush closing in. And he's got it. He did not get it. A crucial defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Breaking free at midfield. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch on the 1st down for this offense.
Oh, a reverse. Finds room at the 30. And bulldozing his way through. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him 1st down yardage?
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Will he score here? Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run here, taking a deep shot. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Spins away from defenders.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
But the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. The quarterback's got it on the option. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. Will spot the ball near midfield with a +49.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The back in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finding some room with the 25. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 35, Tennessee 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now, the offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
The key with these crossing routes is making sure the quarterback has enough time to put the ball accurate on the receiver. Here he puts it right on his numbers, allowing him to be able to pick up a lot of yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a QB run all the way. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They're able to get him down. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback keeps the football. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That pass is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Volunteers will crank up the tempo. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Second down coming up.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.